My name is Tracy Davis.
Babette Edgar.
Casey Walker.
Tyra Vias.
Mason Johnson.
Farzana Rahman.
And I'm a managed care pharmacist.
Dance is a sport.
It's competitive and you get a good caloric burn from it, just like any other sport.
I think dance is a sport because you are very active, you can get your heart rate up and burn a lot of calories.
Dancing technically could be classified as a sport because, like Casey said, you can burn calories, and it's taxing on the body, but I kind of see it as an art. It's a way of expression, so that's why.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
Other people might not agree with my answer, but I don't like hot dogs in general, so I don't think they deserve to be classified as a sandwich.
Because to me, a sandwich is you have 2 slices of bread and then in the middle you have something. And so in a hot dog, you've got the hot dog roll that goes around the hot dog, and then you've got the hot dog as the stuff in the middle. So it fits the traditional definition of a sandwich.
If a dog wore pants, they would wear them only on their hind legs.
I don't know, I think we should ask the dogs how they feel about it, right? Like, I've never been one before.
I think it really depends on the owner. So if the owner thinks the dog is more like them, they'll probably just put it on their hind legs. But, you know, if the owner thinks the dog has 4 legs, then they might put the pants on the front and the back, so.
Well, I think if I'm the owner, I'm only going to put pants on the hind legs. So I figured if the dog had pants, it had to be the owner or myself that put them on. That's all I got.
Because they've got 4 legs. So you put pants on your legs, and so they should be able to put them on all 4 legs.
But we also have 4 extremities. We have arms, legs. What if the front 2 are their arms, the back 2 are their legs? And we usually view them as humans, so.
Yeah, but when you look at them having shoes or boots, because some people put those on their dogs when it's hot or it's cold, they put them on all 4 paws. So if they're going to put shoes on 4 paws, they should put pants on both the front and the back.
I'm not going to put shoes on my dog, so. Oh, I understand. I'm just saying, they're getting pants, they're just getting back pants. That's it.
I help get patients the medications they need at a cost they can afford.
I strongly agree because in my role, even though I don't necessarily talk to patients daily, every decision I make is to ensure that the total population that I cover is able to access the medications that they need. So sometimes I'm not able to give someone a brand medication that they might want, but that's just to make sure that other people can get the inhalers that they need or the chemo that they need. And I happen to work in Medicaid managed care, so the cost is definitely more manageable than other parts of the business.
I strongly agree because although I'm in the Medicaid space where a lot of the time the government determines what medications members have access to, I can help influence those people that influence the decision makers on which medications, might be the most cost effective, but also most effective for those members as well.
I would say agree because my role is primarily with the medical benefit and not the pharmacy benefit. Although I don't have much say over what drugs someone may get under their PPM, I do have insight to what drugs they may receive under the medical benefit. And quite often some of these drugs are administered at different sites of care, whether that be an outpatient hospital, physician office, or even home infusion. And so within my role, I'm basically ensuring that the drug has gone through the proper site of steerage to make sure it's at the lowest cost possible. But also quality is important too.
And then for me, working with the Health Disparities Advisory Group and creating awareness for medication access in underserved populations. Our work is usually reaching many different underserved populations, and we help them gain their access, which is rewarding. But there's also the sides that there's some that fall through the cracks. There's some that maybe go unnoticed. There's some that don't have a voice. So it leads to the constant striving to continue to reach any and all populations that may fall into the underserved category, and creating the awareness and advocating to pick up the pace for them, or to create a voice for them. And it's a constant, ever-evolving thing. So I agree that when the work is out there and it is recognized, it helps coverage and it helps provide access, but there's also the constant striving for making sure we reach all.
I only somewhat disagree because we're very limited in our scope of what we can do as students. Despite doing initiatives that help underserved populations get vaccinations and other community outreaches, as a student you can only do so much. Even in the hospital where I work, the P&T committee dictates everything. I make IVs, dispense medications, but I can't control the price. So yeah, that's the only reason.
In terms of my role from a Medicare standpoint is we do audits of Medicare plans to make sure that the plans are giving beneficiaries the appropriate medications that have been approved by the government. So by doing that, it allows patients access to their medications, and therefore it helps get them the best drug at the lower cost, because that's, Medicare helps patients that can't afford medications as well. And so by making sure that these health plans are compliant with operations, that contributes to patients getting their medication, the best medications at the lowest cost. It was fun to be able to meet some new people, to hear their experiences in terms of what they do. We all come from different perspectives, and I think we learned a little bit about each other.
Hearing their perspectives and hearing many different opinions and the diversity with that just leads to a broader reach, a better serving, and an overall goal of getting patients the medications they need.
So it's great that AMCP is able to bring people from many different aspects of managed care. And managed care doesn't just mean you work at a health plan. You could be at a health plan, at a PBM, at a manufacturing company, a consultant. So all of these people have different perspectives. And by coming together and being able to collaborate and talk to each other, we learn from each other how to be better and how to provide better services to patients.
Many perspectives.
Many perspectives.
Many perspectives on
AMCP.